Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Epi. Technology. Anyways, I would like to take some time to share with you the journey that Talent House has had using the social platforms, connecting artists across the globe, and making artist collaborations and art form work for brands and for artists itself. This was a small piece that was to be played, a piece that Ashish Chaudhary created out of India for Eric Clapton when he got a tweet from Clapton to be a part of a symphonic guitar symphony commemorating 20 years of cocaine. And we had artists, maybe 250 A-class artists from across the globe coming and participating and being a part of this symphony. Talent House India, this is the website, the company, the platform, the crowdsourcing platform that I run. Last year, I had the pleasure of having Maya, a colleague of mine from London, come and talk about the international platform, but I'm here specifically to talk about how this platform works socially for brands as well as artists. We are India's largest, so I've replaced world's largest because I thought, the world is out here, and we are world famous in India. But we're India's largest online platform, collaborating across film, fashion, photography, music, and art. And we cut across all these 5 platforms. While you can go to, for a logo design, you can go to a 99 design. For a film, you can go to more films. But our platform cuts across all the 5 pillars of art. That's what we call. We're headquartered out of LA. Amos, a few of you were fans of Culture Club. He was the drummer out there. With the sole passion of liberating art, he set up this website, and he wanted to change the lives of of artists, one artist at a time, collaborating with them. In India, we've got offices everywhere. We've got some good partners in Brett and Dave Stewart now from Eurythmics, who's also a part of our movement now out of LA. But in India, we're a joint venture with Reliance, which is a large corporation. Currently, we've done in the last 2.5 years 70 key projects with brands. Now, out here, brands come out to us, not just like what we heard about, the Creators Program or anything else that Intel does, and they come out to us for marketing assets and brand assets and social campaigns. We have a community of more than 200,000 across the country, which is a very, very small community, because in India, we estimate that year on year, we will be producing more than 400,000 artists from all the art schools that we have. Our base is growing, and out of India, we've reached out to more than 35 countries across the globe. We believe artists are everywhere. In India, we've got them across more than 40+ cities. Now they're coming from smaller towns. Some of these artists who win big prizes don't even have identification to take an airplane ticket to those places. And we also reach across the globe. So this was a small project that we did for Samsung in India, where they wanted to create something called the Incredible Art. They had 300,000 art pieces that they wanted to put together for a big Guinness record that they wanted. Talent House reached out to more than 35 countries, collecting these art pieces to them. Of course, the bulk of it being India, but ironically, when I threw open such a project where I wanted people to send in the Indian national anthem, I had 4 Pakistani bands also submit their entries. This is possible because of the crowds. It's the power of the crowds. And because there is an artist in each one of us. You may not know, but Mahatma Gandhi used to be a musician himself. He played the concertina. And Einstein would play the violin. We all know what he played. But he played the saxophone. So there is an artist in each one of us, and artists are everywhere. Of course, this is A for Apple. We reach out to them. Life is very simple. It's not very complicated. So we reach out to them through our social platforms, Facebook and Twitter being the primary one. They're still the #1 platform used out of India. And of course, digital ads. But a very important part for us is this voting. We have a process when a project is put out to artists. They come and participate. After a while, we shut the entries and we throw open their art to the communities to come and vote for. And that becomes a big social viral for us, which I'll try and explain to you out here. So when we throw open a project, we can get anywhere between 100 and 5,000 entries. 5,000 being largely on the design and the art space, 100 probably being music and animation and films. But one artist, when he comes, he has to log in through his Facebook or Twitter ID to upload his entry. The moment he does that, there is a push message that goes out to his community of 200 friends, saying that he has participated on a project for Samsung on Talent House. The moment that happens, 30% of his fraternity is where he comes from. So writers have got writer friends, singers have got singer friends. They all get to know that such a project is happening. When voting happens, these guys go back again to their community and say, I've participated, come and vote for me. The moment a friend of mine votes for me, he has a push message that goes out to his community that says that Epi is supporting Arun or Preeti is supporting Arun for a Samsung project. And if you happen to be a friend of Arun and Epi or Preeti, then you come and support me as well. And thereby, an artist can pull through a minimum of 5,000 interactions on the social space for us. This is the average, but usually this is the lowest average that we get. Let me tell you a small story or tale of four artists, but I hope the videos are playing now. Okay, just before this, this is a story of Vicky Khanpur, who has a friend called Ashni Shah. So Ashni Shah made a video for Axe. Axe came to us and said, can you give us viral videos, curate viral videos for us through upcoming artists, asking them to, we have a variant of Axe called the extra strong Axe. It has an extra strong smell. So capture this essence of the extra strong Axe effect and ask filmmakers to give us their interpretation of that. So Vicky Khanpur saw a friend, Ashni, who was a regular participant out there, and every time she went and uploaded an entry, he would get a post from her on the social platform. Thereby, he got hooked onto Talent House and submitted films. Let me show you both the films that these guys have submitted. That's the extra strong Axe effect. So it's a simple post that goes out on a social platform that inspires artists to come about and contribute and, live their dream. The next example is Ishant Kadri. an animator who would regularly vote for his students. So he is a teacher in one of the animation schools. We received a brief from Ambipure, which is a P&G product. It's a room freshener, an air freshener, saying that, from smelly to smiley videos, can you get filmmakers to inspire themselves and give us smelly to smiley videos? So here's a guy who used to regularly vote, come about, and change his life. Now he is a professional animator who has gone around and probably made about $100,000, about $10,000 over and above his pay because of the kind of fame he's got out of this winning video for Ambipure. This is a student.
अरे यार क्या कर रहा है? मैं क्या करूँ यार? मैं और खाऊं.
11 runs off the over. 237 for 2. Now then, it's going to be Fleming, Damien Fleming. Look at this atmosphere. Well, I don't think anywhere in the world people can love a game more than they love it here.
एम्बिप्योर बदबू के साथ मिक्स नहीं होता, बल्कि उसे हटाता है। एम्बिप्योर बदबू मिटाए, खुशियाँ लाए।
Like this, we have Ritesh, who gets a lot of, we do a lot of FB posts, through FB and Twitter for all the projects that we get. And he saw one such post, came about and contributed. This guy lives in a very small town in India, but when Jameson came for the Empire Awards to us and said, can you do a done in 60-second film, which is recreate the magic of a Hollywood film in 60 seconds, these two guys participated, through the social efforts that we had. Let me just play the first one, though.
Modernization, a cogwheel connected to people chasing their fortune. I was one of them, a normal man with dreams in his pocket, flowing in the wave of industrialization. Overwhelmed with frustration and humiliation, I ended up with a nervous breakdown and was thrown away. I found myself behind bars, captivated, drugged, hallucinated, and one day was a free man again roaming here and there and trying to get a new job. In this pursuit of happiness, I met a girl. She was just like me, struggling with destiny. We decided to be together and did lots of jobs. A watchman, a factory worker, a waiter, and even a singer. But life never wanted me to get stable. I'm still with her, walking an endless road to an uncertain future. A future filled with poverty, unemployment, economic inequalities, tyranny of machines and much more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the modern times.
Family moved into the house today. This is what the girls had to say.
Man, this place is kind of creepy. That's okay, honey. We got it cheapy.
Hey mom, look what I found. That's strange. It's not making a sound. This isn't the game you wanna play. If you want that process, stay away. Look under the bed, you won't find a dime. But 307, that's bad shit about time. Shit is going crazy. Time to call the investigators, baby. The devil's in the house, the demons got a major grouse. Put your hands together, put your hands together, put your hands together for the country. For the country. And we're just taking the war, don't have no fully floor. It's time to cross the crowd. bones, gonna put a spell on you. Exorcise you like a bone switch.
Do you think we got rid of the demons, yo?
I guess so.
What's that behind you?
So both these films made in less than 10, most of these films are made in less than $10 to $20 Singapore. And they win life-changing opportunities, and a simple post or a vote, works very well for them. So here's Nandita Maan, who's on the Twitter of one of India's very famous designers. When she partnered with us through the Twitter, she got to know and is now working in Milan. This is another very interesting story. This is when Talent House US started off. Here's a Tamir who won $2,000. He used to be a taxi driver during the day, a dishwasher during the night, an artist whenever he got some time. He participated in one of the contests, won $2,000, and changed his life by becoming a full-time designer. But that was all possible because the social media network pushed projects out of the US onto Mongolia, and that's where he got to know and he participated. What's in it for them? Still, opportunities is something that artists really look forward for. They're out there, this is just some of the reasons why they're out there. Recognition being one of the most important ones as well. So brands come to us. What is in it for brands? When they come to us for a project, they get two things out of artist collaborations. They get brand assets. This is probably the second largest selling phone in India. It outsells iPhone. He spends more than $300,000 in media marketing money and has got Hugh Jackman as his brand ambassador. His logo was crowdsourced on Talent House. There were 2,500 designs that came to him through Talent House. He also got a social media reach of 6.5 million for a project that cost him less than $15,000, which is unheard of. So it is a double whammy with social presence as a social campaign as well as brand assets. Of course, we've created brand assets for Crowdsourcing Week, and we shout this out everywhere we go. So here's another mobile phone in the country. He's an upcoming phone manufacturer. The startup screen is being crowdsourced on Talent House. So they also come to us for social campaigns for the multiplier effect. So one artist, be it 50 artists or 100 artists, can get you a reach of up to 1 million. Some of the examples of how brands have partnered with us, you saw these videos ahead. This is Johnson & Johnson when they launched the Clean and Clear morning face wash. Not only did they pick up brand assets, so they picked up 2 videos that ran socially and are now being converted to television commercials, as well as get a social reach of more than 1 million. So here's a project that we did now. This is our own case study where we said that can we use the social media and creative collaboration with artists to create a campaign for us. So we said, can we crowdsource our national anthem? If we had to do it, can we get a bunch of young kids who are very creative to make the national anthem? Maybe we will produce it. So we set aside a budget of $10,000 and said, can I get over $1 million value out of it? We partnered with people, creating the kind of reach that we got, which otherwise would have cost me $1 million in media money. I'd just like to wrap up this, presentation with the anthem itself. Do take a look at how students in a film school have come together, created an anthem.
Guys, you need to stand up for this one.
May I just request you to stand up for this one, please?
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
Thank you.